And finally, we have the last Olympic sport to talk about before we move on to kind of the second half of this show. But the women's 50-kilometer cross country marathon. They did the men's the other day, and Norway took home gold, silver, and bronze. Not the same can be said for the women's event. So kind of cool to see some other countries getting a chance to be on the podium in a 50-kilometer cross country race because obviously I think a lot of people just expected it to be Norway, Norway, Norway again, like they did in the men's. And the Norway is so good at this sport. I would have been surprised if it was that way. But in fact, it was their other Scandinavian peer, another big win for Sweden. So we're talking a lot about Sweden in this show. But that's because Sweden has had a really good close to the Olympics. You know, Sweden with the curling, and now with a win in the women's marathon cross country ski. It was Ebba Andersson who gets the job done. She was out in front for most of the race, almost the entire time, and she did a very, very. Apparently, this is the first time they've ever done this with women, which I'm kind of confused. Why would you not do it with women before? But I'm glad they did. I'm glad they contested this. She did very well. She was kind of going back and forth with Norway's Heidi Weng for a lot of the time, but then for the second half of the race, Ebba was clearly out in front. She went ahead of Heidi Weng. She said, "We are not going to let Norway take the gold in this one too." They iced Norway off of the gold medal discussion. Norway does take the silver. Heidi Weng does take the silver. And Switzerland comes in third. Here's what's crazy. So Heidi Weng was 2 minutes behind Anderson. The third place, bronze medal, Nadja Kalin, she was 6 minutes behind Ebba Anderson. 6 and almost 7 minutes, but she was 6 minutes and 41 seconds behind. She does take the bronze medal. There's basically a chase group the whole time behind the front two athletes. There's 5 women who were all kind of in the mix for bronze. And that's kind of, that was the big story, was who's going to claim bronze. The United States' Jesse Diggins was looking for that in what was her final Olympic race. She is a cross-country skiing legend, if you're not familiar with Jesse Diggins. One of the greatest to ever do it in the sport of cross-country skiing. This is her. And Jesse Diggins, multiple gold medals in her Olympic career. She had a real opportunity to claim bronze in this event. She was right there with 5 other women going for that bronze medal. They sprinted to the finish line, and she lost it to Switzerland. So, unfortunately, she ends up coming in 6th place. Still had a great final run, I think. She had a great time. She does win a bronze medal at these Olympic Games, adding to her medal total count. And, Jesse Diggins is really, really good. One of the best to ever do it in women's cross-country skiing. So, definitely no shame for her that she doesn't wind up on the podium here. Honestly, I was just impressed she even got as close as she did. The fact that she came so close to reaching the podium is a testament to what she's been able to achieve and the longevity she's been able to achieve in her cross-country skiing career.